YouTubers, good afternoon, howdy ho neighbors. Well, I'm starting on a bigger fire pit. It's going to be a little bit bigger than that little bitty fire pot I put together. So I've already started on it, but what I'm doing is I had some old scrap metal that I got from a friend of mine, 1/8 inch. You can see it's all nasty and everything. I've cleaned the sides up on it so I can get a weld bead on there. And then I had a small piece of diamond plate, so I cut that also. So what I'm doing is staggering this this fire pot. Every other plate will be a bad plate or an old plate and a good piece of diamond plate. That way once it's all painted, you won't be able to tell the difference. But so I'm using 1/8 inch steel on the base, cut out an octagonal, and then I'm going to come back. I got to cut me some rectangular pieces. Well, there's the beginning stages of it, so I'll finish welding this thing up and get it all welded up, and then I'll get back where we're cutting legs on it and putting some legs on this thing, plus the side upper pieces. So see what I've done. I've taken that flat, that 1 inch flat, and ran it through my bender and made a circle out of it. So I've got it all tacked up here. Not tacked yet, but I've got it clamped up. And so what I'm going to do is now come back and tack those, and then cut the end off over here. It'll be right here. Cut this in with my cut-off blade on my angle grinder, and then weld those two pieces together. So let's see how this turns out. Alright, got that ring on there now. That'll act as a handhold, or a handle to pick it up, because it's going to be heavy, so had to put something on there. So anyway, I got her on here. I got to clean that up. We'll grind that all down to smooth, and then she should be good to go. So I'll work on this, getting that cleaned up, and then I have to put the legs on it, and I'm going to have to cut some holes, some drain holes in the bottom, plus some air holes in the side. So what I did, I drew a line consistently along each panel that I'm putting a leg on, and figured out where the center was, and then drew a center mark on the back of the leg to match up with the center mark on the line. So that way, when I put them on there, I knew exactly where they were going. Then, in order to try to get them level, I took my little magnetic level here and set it up and got it as close to level as I could get it against that leg. So now, that's what I'll do for each one. tack it on there, turn it upside down, and see if I have to make any adjustments once I sit it on the ground as to how it works out. I know the ground's not always level, but at least I want to make sure this these legs, and I'll probably put run a level from one leg to the other to see how it comes out. Okay, now that I've got everything tacked and just left it and put it on the floor where it's leveler than my table here is, this old cutting table. So as you can see from that, get right here where you can see it, you can see the level side to side is good. Now let's turn it this way, and it's off just a smidge, but I'll take that for rough fitting there. So we will go ahead and weld this thing up. Well, I finally got her done. So put this thing together, and it turned out pretty decent. So I've got it painted with heat resistant paint up to 1200 degrees. So anyway, 30 inches from side to side with the ring. Inside diameter is 26 inches. So each of those panels are 8 inches tall, 6.5 at the bottom, and 10 inches at the top, I believe. But anyway, it all went together pretty good. Put some air holes in it, put some expanded metal plate over that so that it would allow the air to get in. Made the grate, put it in there, so it's good to go. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate it. Thanks to all my subscribers, and it's a nice day. Let's get out and do something.